Atai. Um, the first, so bar the first verse itself, like every other verse, the first half of it is pretty much the same, right? Except for the first one, David. Then from there on, it's of Kim Epi, and it's always kind of the same tune, yeah. Of Kim Epi ma esnaven or Shom Kep or whatever. Okay, so we're not going to do the first half. We're just going to focus on the parts that. Cool. We've already done the first few. So the first one is Je as ohi. Je as ohi. Eratzen je ti oro. And that's how we're going to break up the first half. Sa'oinam emokeb oro. And the second. Yeah? So can we say Je as ohi together? We've already done this one. Yalla, 1, 2, 3. Je as ohi eratzen jeti oro sa'oina memo keb oro. Very good. The next one. Je sotem tashiri anavrek bemajk arib ovshem pilaus nemep iter fintepeyut. Okay? We've already done this one as well. So let's try and say it together. 1, 2, 3. Je sotem tashiri anavrek bemajk Ashgari bom shempilaos nemep iter fente beyot. I'm trying to say each verse the same way. That way we can get the harakat stuck in our heads. But when we learn it, you will realize also in a lot of other recordings, there's embellishments. So they'll say, Arib of Shempilaos, Nemebi Iterfentebeo. That's an embellishment. Okay, that's someone who loves the tune and it's playing around. Okay, but I want to keep it as standard as possible. So, Arib of Shempilaos. Even the ending as that, I'm trying to use the same harakat. Yeah? Okay? Alright, next one is Je ep o terf en chiri emep oro en esevon. We did this one 2 weeks ago. We also did this one. Yeah? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Jepo o tirfen chiri emepo oron sevo on es golchen hanishtaten yeb no. I kind of stuffed the ending there. But can you see how those hazat, if we know where to apply them, we can split up any sentence. Yeah? Very good. Because with the verses that we haven't done, I've marked out where we apply those hazat. It'll be very easy to learn. Cool? Hello. All right. The next one. Did we do this last week, Maria? JFini Echon MP Oro? Enhan Parthen. Yeah. Hifa ho emos. Yeah. I remember that word. Hifa ho. Anyway. You guys, we didn't do it 2 weeks ago. Alright? So JFini Echon MP Oro Enhan Parthenos Hifa ho emos. And I've marked where we do those hazat. Right? The first half is always high and flat. Ini Echon MP Oro Enaham Parthenos Ifaho Emo. See how easy it is to apply? If we just stick to those hazat, yeah? Yeah, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Je'evini echonem pi oro enahan parthenos hifa ho emos. That ending has that is very important. Hifa ho. Yeah, that I want you to keep that in mind. Yeah, because again, in all of the embellishments that other people say, lose that has, and it just makes it harder for other people to follow you. We're changing first, okay? The next one we didn't do. The next, no one did the next one. We didn't do this. Actually, we might have done it quickly. Onishti be'epshoi sefez maro'ot yeah, masho kenneth tenedvaki embenoti hijen pefto ueth. See, easy to apply. Yeah? Let's try and say it together. Remember, high and flat for the first half. 1, 2, 3. Je oneshti pe'em shoy sefes maroot masho and sorry, that's stuff. Je oneshti pe'em shoy sefes maroot masho. Yeah, it's the easiest way so people can follow. Always high and flat all the way to those 2 harakat. And then the second half. Kenet vaki empenoti hijen efto trying to simplify it as much as possible. Yeah? In Ibrahim's recordings, there are some embellishments. It's not exactly the same. But if you say it this way, you're still going to say in time. It'll still be the same breakup. It's just I'm not doing some of the harakat. Okay? Yalla, je oneshti again, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Je oneshti pe epshois efes marot masho o chenet vaki em ben noti hijen pefto u yeah, beautiful. So yeah, I noticed you need to pause a little bit because of the amount of syllables. So masho o chenet vaki em ben noti hijem pefto yeah, keep that in mind. I'll do a little dot next to this dash. Remember. All right. Next one. This one we didn't take. So je anten enecherompi ev osh en yeb en hat. Yeah. Je anten enecherompi ev osh en yeb en hat. Owo nek kemoti chen ot o et. Chen ot o et ente o nob. Very wordy, huh? Neskemoti. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Neskem. So let's try and do it with the breakup. So en yeb is where we start that first hazard, and then en hat. Okay. So je hanten en cherombi evo oshken ye en hat on eskemoti chen o ot o et ente o no. So we go low at the very end. On eskemoti chen o ot o et ente o no. Yeah. I have a feeling that I've marked it wrong. Sorry. We're going to look at the meanings after. I just want to get through the Coptic so that I don't get bogged down. What verse is this? Or emo Ojgen It sounds embellishment, but he stays very high. Because the way that I have it in my head is to say it like, oh, that's very high. Oh, neskemoti chen o ot o et ente o no. But I think because he's realized it's a lot of words, He's kept it high. On eskemoti ken ont o etente o no. Let's keep it that. So that's the way it's written. Okay? Yeah. Since it's the way it's recorded. Okay? So I'll say it one more time. Jehanten en cherom piv ojgenie. I also realized the first time I said it a bit slower. But he eats the word. Jehanten en cherom piv ojgenie. Can we say that? 1, 2, 3. Jehanten hen cherom bevo ojgenie benahat. Yeah? Sure. Jehanten hen cherom bevo ojgenie Enahat Owoneskemoti ten o ot o etente o no. Yeah. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Jehanten en cherom bevo ojgenie enahat owoneskemoti chen o ot o etente o no. Is like those two hazat are very close together. O ot o etente o no. Yeah. We'll say it one more time. Jehanten. 1, 2, 3. Jehanten en cherom bevo ojgenie enaha at owoneskemoti chen o ot o etente o no. Yeah? We'll come back to it. Let's keep going. This one, Je pito we say pito 4 times, yeah? Je pito ente ifnoti pito et keni o ut pito et chisi pito et keni o. Yeah? So pito you'll see the first 3 are quick. So I'll say it once. Je pito ente ifnoti pito et keni ot pito et chisi pito et chisi pito et keni ot et keni ot. Why is there too many syllables there? Yeah. And Kenny oh. That's how he's. All right. I'll say it one more time, but in a lower pitch. Je pito u ente efnoti pito u et geni o und pito u et chis pito u et geni o yeah. The pito u, we're going to gradually go slower on that one. I think the last pito. What happened? That's very good. We learned another word. Pito u et cheese. Pito u et ke e o. It almost sound nicer if we did the haraka on ni, but let's try and say it together. 1, 2, 3. Je pito u ente efnoti pito u et keni o ut pito u et chis pito u et keni o. Yeah, we start to go lower on to, right? So it goes pito u et cheese, pito u et ke, pito u et ke. The P is the same pitch. To is a little bit lower, and then o u lower. Et ke, ni o u. I'll say it one more time. Pito u et cheese, pito u et ke ni o. Yeah? Alright. Let's just say it again. Je pito u. 1, 2, 3. Je pito u ente efnoti pito u et keni und pito u et cheese pito u et keni yeah. We'll come back to it. We're going to do all of them again several times. But let's go to the next one. Je nefsenti khenito u ethwab abshoy semei enni pili enteseyon. Where do we say those words? Nefsenti, very good. The word is literally. So we say it in Len. Alright? Again, so ethwab is where the two harakat are, and then ni pili we go down, and then enteseyon. So I'll say it once. Je nefsenti khenito u I've choice me pili ente seyon. Yeah. I've choice me pili ente. Little push كده. I've choice me pili ente seyon. Let's try and say it. Je nefsenti. 1, 2, 3. Je nefsenti khenito I'm choice me pili ente seyon. Again, 1, 2, 3. Je nefsenti khenito I'm choice me pili ente seyon. We're also also forgetting the numbers. So Avakim Epima Ishminen Kab, yeah. So the numbers change. This one is Ishmin. Alright, next one. Je of Saji, Idvitz, and Ha Nehvi Owi, Iftayot, Tivaki, and Tevnoti. Where do we say that? Je of Saji. Je of Saji, Idvitz, Hanif Owi, Iftayot, Tivaki, and yes, sounds very good. I needed to figure it out. We also say in Ha Nehvi Owi. Yeah, that's right. I think that's what I was. Anyway, the thing to point out is Enhan Ehbi not Nifi O. A lot of people mix those two. Okay? And we spoke about Ehbi before. It means like things or works. Depends on the context. It gets translated slightly. Okay? What is it? Glorious things have been spoken. There you go. Alright? جاء الصاجد بيتن هانهفي هانهفي أوي yeah I'll say it again جاء الصاجد بيتن هانهفي أوي إفطاي افتايوت افتايوت ديفاكي انت افنوتي I kind of stuffed that up افتايوت ديفاكي افتايوت ديفاكي انت انت again, when those two hazat are very close together, it sounds a bit funny. Or if a word. This one ipsit of kim epima ipsit and kaf. And when you say it that slow as well, there's a lot of harakah. Bye. The ente if n, so it's probably the n that has a should be on. Let me just quickly change. So it's the n. And it's evtayot ala tul. I don't know why I was reading it funny. There's an eta in the middle, but anyway. جاء مساجد بيت نهانه في أوي إبطايوتي فاكي انت نوت انت yeah try and say it together 1 2 3 جاء مساجد بيت نهانه في أوي امطايوتي فاكي انت افنوتي Very good. All right, let's do the next one. Oh, the last one. Very good. Of Kim Epima, meet in cap. Yeah. The 10th string. 10th string. Yep. Jea Ibshois, Sot Enseyon, Av Sot Emos, E o ma in shopi naf. Yeah. Je a epshois sot sorry, last one we have to listen to. Then oh. So choice, there's a pause after it. Say on Amson Bembos Amson Bembos Oman. So going down on the O. Alright, and there's a pause after choice. Je a choice sod be en seyon am sod be mos oman sho. Yeah, ma in sho. Ma in. Should be ma in. But he didn't say it last. Amson bemos o mancho binaf. Yeah. Amson bemos o mancho binaf. Yeah. Try and say it together. 1, 2, 3. Je a epshois sod be en seyon av sod emos o mancho enough o mancho. Say it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Je a choice sod be en on av sod bemos o mancho enough. And that's the last verse. Let's go through all of them again. Alright? One after the other. Yeah, just the second half. Yalla, J as ohi. 1, 2, 3. J. Very good. Then Avekim Bima Isnav Kabin. Yeah, Snaf. And this one is, where is it? Jesotem. Can you see that? Jesotem Tashiri? Tashiri? Yalla, 1, 2, 3. Jesotem Tashiri. Was especially with this verse, some people like to keep that high. I've just highlighted. right? They like to say, Ani ebu ovshem pilaos nemeb iterfente. Yep. But that's not how we're going to say it anyway. Next one. Je ebu tirf. Yellow, 1, 2, 3. Je. Chiri eme po oron ey sevo on es gol pen hanishtatenieb. Very good. Afkim bima ifto en kab entetev kitara ifo shevol ifgo emos. Kala jeev ini. Jeev e in. 1, 2, 3. Jeev e ini echonem pi oro enhan Parthenos hifa emos. Very good. Avkim epima etio. Yes. Yes. Yep. This one is Je oneshti pe. Let's try and say it together. 1, 1, 2, 3. Je oneshti pe epshois efez maroot. Masho Chenedvaki embenoti hijem pefto etho. Very good. Did you remember to pause? Efez marot masho Chenedvaki. Yeah. Next one. Avkim epima so'u enkap. So up, yeah. Je hunting. 1, 2, 3. Je hunting en cherom bevo oshgenie. Sorry, one more time again. 1, 2, 3. Je en cherom bevo oshg. N is slow, cherompi is fast. Je hanten en cherom bevo oshgenie. Yeah. Je hanten en cherom bevo oshgenie. 1, 2, 3. Je Enaha o eskemoti chen o od o etente o. It's still hard? Let's start to go lower a little bit before it. Okay? So put the emphasis on the o. So o neskemoti chen o od o etente o etente o no, because they're very close together. O neskemoti chen o od o etente o no. Let's try and say it from the start. Je hanten. 1, 2, 3. Je Cherompin Enaha Oniskemoti Ben o etente o no. Again, Oniskemoti, everyone together. 1, 2, 3. Oniskemoti Ben o etente o etente o no. Yeah? Again, Jehanten. 1, 2, 3. Jehanten en cherom bevo oj ye enaha at oneske ken o et ken o I stuffed up but the حركة أونسكي موتي ken o et ente. Sorry, I stuffed up that one. Let's say it again. Jehanten. 1, 2, 3. Jehanten en cherom bev ojgen ye enaha at oneske moti ken o etente. Oh no. Does it feel more comfortable? Yeah? Last time and then we'll move on. Jehanten. 1, 2, 3. Je. O etente. That one's tricky. We might come back to it a couple more times. Okay? Yalla, next one. Avkim epima shashf in kap. Okay? Shashf is what number? 7. Very good. Alright. Je pito u. Intef noti. Yalla, 1, 2, 3. Je pito u. Pito u eteni. Pito u et cheese, pito u et ke. Feels like et keni o. Sounded fine. Easy. Et cheese, pito u et ke. Yeah. يلا أفكيمي بما إشمين إن كاب جي نفسنتي 1 2 3 جي نفسنتي او اي او ابشوي سمين بيلي انت I changed it. Mi pili ente. Sorry, I changed. I've choice me mi pili ente. You can either do that deep quickly, mi pili ente, or you can do it slowly. Mi pili ente se. Oh, use the earlier bit. Not my fault. He said it one way for the first 2 verses and then another way for the next few. Alright? But we'll keep it the way we learned it the first time. Ipili entese. Yeah? Yalla, je nefsenti again. 1, 2, 3. Je senti penni to tho ab I pshoise meyen ni pili ente seyon. Very good. Afkime pima psit and cap. Yeah, Saji, everyone together. 1, 2, 3. Je avsaje vitin hanehvi evtayoti vaki ente oti. It's almost the tivaki that starts going down. So this one, I think he stepped it down slowly. Can you see the difference between the quick dip and the stepping down slowly? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So evtayotivaki ente. We just have to remember this has the all right. Let's say Jeff Saj again. 1, 2, 3. Je ansajed viten hanehvi evtayoti vaki ente noti. Very good. Of kime pima, meat and cup. Last one. Je choice and then pause. 1, 2, 3. Je choice. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Je choice. Sod be en seyo on avsod bemos o mansho. Sorry. Been a long day, alright? Yeah, let's say it again. Yeah, choice. 1, 2, 3. Je choice. Sod be en seyo on avsod emos o mansho enough. Good. Say it one more time for me, please. One more time. Yeah, choice. 1, 2, 3. Je choice. Sod be en seyo on avsod emos o mansho enough. And then we say Ari epres vevi. Yeah, different. After Shere Maria, yeah. Yeah. Correct. The same one. Same one. All right. Let's we have 15 minutes left. Let's quickly take a look at the what we're saying. Okay. So today this virgin has received honor. Today this bride has received glory. She who is clothed in golden fringes, embroidered in many. So we're honoring and glorifying Saint Mary. Usually we sing this in venerations. So we're venerating Saint Mary. So that's why we're saying today we're honoring her. And we also say in her fast and her feast. Yeah. Yes. Correct. 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 That's also supposed to be said. So that's supposed to be for same. I can't remember the translation. Yeah, because of the time we don't. It's one of the veneration names. Why do we mention her clothes? She who is clothed in golden fringes embroidered in many colors. Yes. That's why do we mention it specifically gold and embroidered in many colors? Very good. So it's supposed to remind us of the Ark of the Covenant, which was covered in gold. Together, yeah. Um, temple that held the Ark of the Covenant, the Holy of Holies, which held the Ark of the Covenant, was covered in gold, embroidered in many colors. They used to adorn uh, the high priest in many colors. They used to honor someone. They adorned them in many colors. So it kind of reminds me of Joseph. Okay. That's why we mention her clothes. The first verse, we say, "The queen did stand at your right hand, O king." So what are we talking about when we mention this specific verse? We're speaking about, yeah, she's at the right hand of the king. Who used to sit at the right hand of the king? Who used to sit historically at the right hand of the king? Not the queen. Huh? The queen mother. The queen mother. So the queen's mum used to sit at the right hand of the king. It's called the queen mother. Okay? And given... Correct. The, the queen mother, the king's mum. The queen mother is the king's mum. It's her title. It's her title. It's to sit at the right hand of the king. Yes, thank you. Yes, tell us. Thank you. Where's it from? Psalm 45. Thank you. Very good. So it's a continuation. Yeah, nice. You'll find that they would have pulled out a lot of the verses that seem like the whole psalm seemed to talk about Saint Mary. So we'll just pull out like a bunch of verses from that psalm. It's the same with like Saint, for example. Next one. I find that verse interesting because we can contemplate on the title that we give her quite frequently, Theotokos, yeah, the Mother of God. Yeah, yeah. So it's supposed to remind us of her position. Okay? And you're going to cut me off for each verse, Mission Palas. Yes. Yes, that's how they came up with it. Yes. Yep. Thanks. All right. Hear, O daughter, and behold, and incline your ear. Forget your people and your father's house. What is that talking about? Why do we mention this verse? What are we... So the first verse was focusing on her position. Right? St. Mary's position. What's this verse talking about? Hear, O daughter, and incline your ear. Behold, and incline your ear. Forget your people and your father's home. When do we say that? Weddings. Very good. And yeah, very good. So, yes. Thanks, man. Yep. So why are we saying this? What does that resemble? We say it in the wedding. What does that resemble? Very good. So her consecration to something, right? We also call monks and nuns and sonis who take a particular vow. We call that a consecration as well, and deacon, right? So we remember her consecration. The first one is her position. The second one is her consecration. Right? She left to serve in the altar at a very young age. Yeah. All right, next one. Or the king's daughter is within, clothed in golden fringes and embroidered in many colors. Again, reminding us of or the king's daughter, or the glory of the king's daughter is within. It's reminding us of the incarnation, right? Right? Yes, yes. We said they embroidered in many colors. So the Coptic says clothed in golden fringes. Stops. All right. But again, we're reminded of her glory is through the incarnate. Or the king's daughter is within. The king has bestowed the glory on her. Right? Virgin shall, this one's a bit strange. Virgin shall be presented to the king behind her. What is this talking about? Not physically behind her. They mean kind of like after her, like following after her. Yeah, who will be taken up the same way that she was taken. He was the first of the human race, Jesus, to be assumed. Yeah, we believe in the assumption of her body, right? Yeah. Abode. Oh, yeah. 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 So in essence, she is a. Um, we are a typology for what actually happened physically. Yeah. Correct. Um, but yeah, that one was interesting. I had to research that one. The next one. Great is the Lord and greatly to be blessed in the city of our God upon his holy mountain. It's not even talking about a person. What are we talking about? Yeah. What's the subject of this sentence? What's it talking about? Yeah, it says great is the Lord and greatly to be blessed, but what? In the city of our God upon his holy mountain. So it's talking about a particular concept that we say very frequently in the Old Testament. That's what Z. Zion. That's a quick side note, Amos was almost called Zion. But yeah, so why are we speaking about Zion? Zion represents the holy mountain where the presence of God came and dwelt on earth. Yeah? And we call Jerusalem the holy city built on the holy mountain. Why? Because the temple was on top where we believed God resided. Right? Who becomes that for us? Same. Right? So that's the link. Cool? Wings of a dove covered with silver, embroidery, and her neck with garlands of gold. Oh, we didn't link some of the words with the Coptic as well. So, or Norb we should know as gold, together, right? When we say a crown of gold, what is it in the Coptic? Or a klom and Norb, a crown of gold, not a crown. A crown of gold is or a klom and Norb. When we say in the veneration, a crown or a klom of gold, and then we say et heart. So what's in heart? A crown of gold, a crown of silver. Very good. So in heart is silver. So garlands of gold, yeah, because ente is of. Yeah, yeah. So like something that goes around the neck. Um, yeah, wings of a dove covered with silver embroidery, in her neck with garlands of gold. I didn't dig too deeply into this one. But this kind of reminds me of the hymn, um, a crown of gold, a crown of silver, a crown of precious. Why do we mention gold, silver, and precious gems? Because that's generally how they adorn, like, the outfit of the high priest. That's generally how they adorn the temple, that kind of. I don't know the specifics exactly. I can maybe go home and look it up and tell you next week where those specific three things are used: gold, silver, precious gems. But that's why it gets repeated several times. So what is a dove represent? Purity, yeah, but also, yeah, but also peace, right? So the dove that brought Noah the branch brought seed of peace. Okay, so we're saying that the wings of a dove. It's supposed to be. We're not specifically talking about wings, but we're trying to kind of elaborate on how she was the one who brought us the king of. So it's just trying to be like poetic and use a lot of the wings of the dove, the one that brought us the peace, who is covered with silver. Yeah. Very similar to the last one, right? The last one that spoke about Mount Zion, the mountain of God, the mountain enriched, the mountain congealed. An interesting translation. And the mountain. So that's again from the Psalm. And if we ask Joy, I'm sure she pulled it out. So from one of the. It's from the Psalm that says the high mountain. Yeah, we're saying, yeah, I think so. From memory. I could be wrong. But anyway, again, why are we talking about mountains? Psalm even says that. Why are we talking about mountains? Yeah. And then the mountain itself is an image just like the sunrise is an image. So we typically use the sunrise a lot more frequently nowadays, right? Sun rises in the east, so we look towards the east because that's where the light comes to us from, right? But the idea, the concept of a mountain, worshipping on a mountain, a high place, it was similar back in the Old Testament to the way we picture the east. Yeah? And if you find a lot of ancient churches, I don't know if this happens so much. A lot of ancient churches around the world generally try to build church on a high. I find it a lot, like, remember when I got a lot of mountains. But yeah, the concept that it's supposed to make us think of looking up towards heaven. Okay? His foundations are in the holy mountain. The Lord loves the gates of Zion. Again, the Zion type of Saint Mary, a symbol of Saint Mary rather. Yeah, we don't have to speak too long about that one. Glorious things have been spoken of you, O city of God. Again, talking about Saint Mary being the dwelling of God, right? And the Lord has chosen Zion; He has adopted her for a dwelling for Himself. Okay? Beautiful. We didn't do the English, and we didn't really focus on trying to link some of the words to the. That's something that you want advanced. You want to go advanced? All right. What's the time? We're 8. What are we doing?